sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert, to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, to the murky depths of the Mariana Trench, to the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is the Dummast Podcast. How is everybody doing out there? Here with Excelsior 24 and C Nina Maya. What is up, everybody? What's up with y'all?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Hold on.
Good.
Time out. Because
We
you
got
just had a
problem.
birthday. What you doing? No.
Yeah, happy birthday, my G.
Man, happy birthday.
We don't do happy birthday. Y'all know we don't do
Yeah,
happy
dude.
birthday.
Yeah.
Congrats on the level up. Listen.
No, you know what they say? Fuck your birthday.
Fuck your birthday.
Fuck
That's
your
what they
birthday.
say to each other on when they
your
have a
birthday.
birthday. Be like, "Fuck your birthday."
Fuck your birthday.
That should be funny as hell in the chat.
It'd be
I'd
funny
be
as
dying.
shit.
Fuck your birthday. You know what? I think it stemmed from like people putting too much emphasis on their birthday. You ever see these people that are like, oh, as soon as their birthday month hit, they start partying and
Bruh.
Taurus season and all that shit. Like, get your weird ass out of here, man. Like, nobody give a fuck. It's just a birthday. Like, what?
I say that shit, but I say it in jest. Like, it's Capricorn season. Like, everybody else, shut the fuck up.
Right, nah.
Shit, you know. But
Bro,
it'll never
I
be
don't-
on no facetious, like I'm better than everybody type
Bro,
shit.
I
That's
find
horrible.
it so weird that dudes, grown ass dudes, will be like, "Yeah, it's my birthday week." You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck? You a grown ass man talking about it's my birthday week. That shit is weird
Bruh,
as fuck to
we
me,
not
bro.
even finna
Call me a lame or whatever you want to call me.
listen.
I just think it's weird that
You're
people
not
celebrate.
alone.
Yeah, people put way too much emphasis on their birthday.
Man,
You know who
I-
I blame? You know who I blame?
Who that?
Kanye.
Stop.
Dude, this shit been happening before Kanye was even.
No.
I'm talking about
My people that's drug dealing just to get by, scratch it. I'm telling you, listen. When that song came out, motherfuckers was singing that shit in the streets like it was
because
credit.
it
They was singing that
has
shit in the
some
streets like it
facts
was
to
credit.
Okay, it has some.
I mean, we wasn't supposed to make it past 25. The joke's on you. We still alive, you know. So
There you go.
But at the same time, I don't want to come to Facebook and you just turned 26 and you just had you got balloons everywhere like you going to fucking prom.
talking about it's a boy in your
And
goddamn
turn
room. You
up,
still got the motherfucking.
And you spent
you
50,
still got
and
the.
you spent $50 on one bottle of liquor and $150 on the rest of the bottles.
Whoa!
And, let's stop that
Wait a
shit.
minute.
Stop that
Wait a
shit.
minute now.
Stop
She
that
going off
shit.
on
Hold on.
tangent.
Hold on. My Remy
it.
VSOP costs $40. So
That's different. That's different. That's different. Because I'm gonna drink on that one motherfucking bottle for like 3 weeks. Okay. No, I'm talking about motherfuckers that first of all, I understand doing the 30. I understand even doing the 40 milestone birthdays. But I'm talking about you see these motherfuckers going in on
I don't get
birthday 32, 31
I think once you hit like
with balloons.
once you hit
and
18, it's over.
barbecues
once you hit
and
21, man,
party.
it's
Look,
done. Just
it's-
stop with
it's-
the fucking birthday shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that important.
It's
It
not.
ain't that important, man. But yeah, it
I
was
mean,
my
celebrate
birthday.
your shit, but you know.
Yeah.
I know, celebrate like a motherfucker. Listen, I'm a streamer. We celebrate my shit. I celebrate by working. Stop it.
Right.
Yeah, but your
Pretty
boy,
much.
he finally hit 43. I know I got
That's
this. I
what's
know
up.
I look older with the silver fox. You know what I'm saying? But
What nine say? What nine?
Where the silver fox at?
I
with
swear.
the silver fox, you know, the sly silver fox. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm probably gray like I'm 63, but I'm only 43. You know. I still got the young face, got the young eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's just this gray ass beard. You know what I'm saying?
Might have to go gray mine up just to fit in.
No. Jesus.
So what have y'all been up to?
I've been slowly
Don't
getting
lie to that
addicted
man. Don't
to
lie to that
Elden-
man.
in
Oh,
Elden
okay.
Ring.
All right.
I said
About to
slowly. It started out as a punishment.
Okay.
It did.
Now I'm playing like I'm.
She
I'm
asked
thorough.
on her channel how many subs. Well, somebody asked on her channel, I should say, how many subs it would take her to play Elden Ring. She said a number, and they was like, "Hold my beer."
they made sure you got that shit.
Within that week, she was playing Elden Ring. So,
because I
it
know
was wild.
those games. Those games are like they punish the player. I don't know. Stop. Leave me
We
alone.
talk about Elden Ring a lot.
We
on this
do.
show.
Dude, I mean, when you
It's a lot
spend
of-
Deservedly so.
it's a
when you
lot of stuff to
spend $200
do.
in a damn game, I mean, it's deservedly so.
$200 for real. Oh,
No,
that's so-
200 hours. I spent 200, almost 200
Oh.
hours in this game. But I'm also trying to beat all the caves and shit like that. So
Well, yeah, I'm playing smart. I'm playing different than regular Souls players. Like everybody ran. I've seen a lot of people come out of the cave of knowledge, right? That's the first cave you in, and then they set you out in the world and immediately go for the goddamn tree sentinel. Leave that man alone. Why the fuck is you messing with the tree?
don't be talking about your brother like that.
Motherfuckers got like 863 deaths because they spent 200 of them trying to fucking beat up the tree sentinel, stepping out the cave of knowledge for the first time.
Don't be talking about
Like,
ice cold like that.
World.
Yeah,
Here
don't
we
be
go.
talking
Oh,
be talking
beat
about
up the
ice
tree
cold like
sentinel.
that.
No. Listen.
All right. So what have y'all besides Elden Ring, y'all been playing anything different?
Yeah. Actually, I have. I do a lot of different days and different streamings. So we've been kind of sort of visiting some old games. But this particular game isn't old. It's called Tau Luna Nights. I played it during my Purple Tip Gala. It's not old. The game is only 3 years old. Okay.
Explain what the purple before you even go any further. Explain what the Purple Tip Gala is.
Oh, the Purple Tip Gala.
I know what it is. But people who watch
Yeah,
it,
they're not gonna know.
Yeah, the Purple Tip Gala was if I made enough subs. Well, if I made it, actually, no, not enough subs. If I made it to my first 300 followers on my Twitch channel, then I would do something that I've been putting off for a very long time, which was dye the tips of my dreads. And they were purple. The color just faded away. They were purple. And it was nice and curly. And it was cute. Like my logo with the little purple tips on the dreads. Yes, it was nice. It was very, 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 very nice. We had a ball. And then it took like a week or two to get all the stuff ready for it. So everybody was pitching in. Like they were donating a lot. They had gifted, they was dropping gifted subs, dropping bits, actually donating money. They was like, we want to see this gala go off. Okay, so everybody pitched in. It was nice. It was lovely.
That was a really good show.
It was a 16-hour stream. Listen, I put my foot in that stream.
Yeah. Was it? When was this? This was today?
No. This was November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was back in November.
You talking about something else? Okay.
But yeah, Tau Luna Nights is a platform shooter game, and it's there are puzzles, and it looked like. I keep saying everything is Contra, but
nah, it kind of reminds me of a little bit of Kid Chameleon mixed with like
some Metroid, maybe how the shooting mechanics go.
Okay.
But it's the cutest thing in the world, first and foremost. Okay. But Tau has a lot of different games under their belt, but Tau Luna Nights was the one that caught my eye because it's a platform shooter, and it was made 3 years ago, but the graphics and the animation looked like 10, 12 years ago, and it still looked cool as shit. But Game Pass took it off, so I couldn't play it anymore.
I saw you streaming tonight. What was you streaming? What were you streaming tonight?
Today was Throwback Thursday, so we were playing Medieval. So yeah, if you don't remember what Medieval is, I'm gonna need you to go back and revisit PS1 days. Listen, that game. And then I read up on this game, right, for the differences between it. They purposely made the PS4 version harder than the PS1 version. Like they gave all the enemies a fucking upgrade.
They just don't do
Ah.
your character doesn't do as much push damage. So
Right.
like you would hit a bunch of the characters in the game, the enemies, and it would kind of push them back a little bit. It doesn't push them back as far in the remake as it did in the original.
But it wouldn't
Gotcha.
do the damage that it would like the hammer. That's a one hitter. That's a one hitter quitter.
One
Okay?
hitter quitter.
Listen,
Okay.
but now the hammer just pushes him back, and then you need to swing again. To kill
Yeah, I
him.
saw you on there like swinging some stuff and like some
Listen.
colors was going around and you
Yeah,
were telling them to chill out. Like, what is she talking about?
Because they was them zombies was after my dead ass.
Got you.
Because
Man, that mug yelling.
Night Fortescue he's already dead as well, but I'm not trying to get my dead ass more eaten by other zombies. Okay.
Right. Well, I ain't been doing much of nothing. Some stuff with the channel, just trying to change some stuff around. As y'all can see, things look different. Well,
A little bit.
y'all can't see it now, but once I edit everything together,
Right.
and mix and match and do my thing and take in, take out, what's y'all will see it look a little bit different around here. You know what I'm saying? Look a little bit different. But that's all I've been up to, man. Really need to, and I've been procrastinating on my son's show, The Sons of Dummast. I really need to cut some promos for that. I just been procrastinating, but
I haven't even done a promo for my channel yet. I need to actually do it.
I need
honestly.
to do that too. I need to do
But I've been playing that WWE too. Like when I'm not playing Elden Ring, I'm playing WWE, or I'm playing I've been playing Streets of Rage again too. Like I'm trying to platinum that.
Okay.
I'm trying to platinum that Streets of Rage. So
got you.
I've been playing that too.
I kind of wanted to get here and talk about something a little serious. It still got a little something to do with Twitch. That we were just talking about, the Buffalo shooting.
Oh yeah.
The I guess active shooter situation that happened in Buffalo, New York, where the guy pretty much targeted black folks in a grocery store, Tops grocery store.
Well, let's call it what it is. He's a racist piece of shit.
Racist piece of shit.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Racist, terrorist, thug piece of shit. But he live streamed it to Twitch, which sucks. Luckily,
and thank goodness
Twitch caught it early. I mean, like
2 minutes.
2 minutes and
2
22
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah. Into it, they found out what was going on, but that was enough for a lot of people to catch it and record it and pass it along the internet. Did y'all see the unedited video of it?
No, I have not.
All I've seen is edited once.
It sucks, man. It sucks. I saw the real deal. It sucks, man. It's hard to look at. But I want to talk to it. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about it. How did y'all feel about it when y'all first heard it?
I was mad. Honestly, I was mad about it. I mean, and not in the sense like mad I want to go out and do something about it, but mad that this type of shit just keeps happening. It just keeps happening, and people, and it's almost like some people want you to act like you're desensitized to it, but I'm not. I'm not used to seeing that shit, and I'm not ever going to be used to seeing it. Props to Twitch. I see everybody down in Twitch about how long it took them and shit like that. Do y'all know there's millions of people that fucking upload to Twitch every fucking day? So
I get into that.
I
get into that because I definitely want to delve into. I always want to say delve into. I want to delve into the Twitch aspect of what went on in social media and how this thing gets spread.
Mostly, I just felt mad that this type of shit keeps happening and that these type of people keep getting a voice to be able to do this shit.
Right.
That's my thing. And I mean, you can hide well for a long time, but I'm just angry that this type of shit keeps happening and that there will be no swift, lawful repercussions for this type of shit to continue to happen. Because people, I'm saying, no, I'm saying
it wasn't your fault.
That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that, like, for real, is separating this country.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's kind of fucked up. And you said you're not desensitized to it. I'm
No.
gonna be honest. I'm starting to get desensitized to it, even though I saw the video and it, kind of, it's graphic. But I'm starting to get desensitized to it, and that's what makes me angry because I shouldn't be desensitized.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be.
I'm over here
Um,
like, whose son is this? I'm not even asking like why we still going through this shit, because what's the point? What's the point of asking why we still going through this shit when we see this, this shit happens every fucking day? Not the
seems like it,
shooting,
don't it? It seems
not the
like it, don't it?
shooting, but there is some demoralizing, some put down, some animosity, something towards the African American community every day.
Right.
And then they don't do anything. Oh, but wait till some little white boy comes shoot up a store.
Yeah, then they blame it. They start talking about mental.
They don't even blame the actual problem. They want to blame something the hell else, where every race is included now. Okay.
Well, it seems like anytime this happens, where it's black people, white people doing something like this to black people, whether it be in a grocery store, church, or wherever, they start talking about the mental health of the white boy, when the other way around. You never hear about this mental health thing when they're talking about their so-called black on black crime or crime in urban areas. You never mental health is never really brought up, but he was deranged, and they start looking into his past. Oh, these were red flags. Like
Paul Mooney had a really good joke. Rest in peace to Paul Mooney. But Paul Mooney had a really good joke about shit like that. He was like, a black person could walk into a grocery store and kill 5 people, and they'd be like, okay, sir, we have to take you to jail.
Right.
A white person walk into a store and kill 5 people, and they'd be like, we need to do a study on this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see what's wrong with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just the approach to it is so fucking different. It's so fucking different. We're met with violence. They're met with kid gloves, and I don't like that. It shouldn't ever be like that. And like I said a while ago, until we get like some lawful restraint on some shit like that, it's gonna continue to happen.
And I feel like it'll never happen because
it won't.
Here's my I can't call it proof, but here's my reasoning why I don't think it'll happen is because black people in this country been getting their ass beaten, killed
since the 1800s.
Right, since the inception of this country and before. So people start going upside these Asians' heads for the last few years, and they got anti-Asian hate laws like that quick. There is no anti-black hate law. There is nothing like that.
There is something to protect the LGBTQ community. There is something to protect the Asian community, but there is nothing to protect the African American.
And why
community.
Is that though?
Why here's another thing. Did y'all ever? Here's another thing that nobody ever paid attention to. The amendments to the Constitution still state that a person of color, mainly African American, is still less of a person than a fucking white person. Still says it to this day. Still in the goddamn document that is supposed to support everybody that fucking lives here, pays taxes, and everything.
Right.
Why is that still in the fucking Constitution? Why?
Hey.
It's honestly baffling. We arguing over guns and shit, but we still getting mistreated in the streets.
And here's another thing. How is it that like this keeps happening to people of color, whether it be
because
wait, hold on. Why would you never see the roles reversed? Like if anybody should go out, I don't even want to say that, but if it's anybody who should be violent like that,
it should be us.
It should be us. But we don't go out and just be like, hey, I don't know. Maybe we just got too much love for everybody where we don't harbor that type of hate towards anyone, which we should harbor. We should have a lot of hate seeing, what goes on.
The way we're treated.
Right. See what goes on a daily basis. but we don't. We are hated for whatever reason. I don't know. I still struggle to find out why.
This is where my attitude comes from. Ice Cold. This is where my attitude comes. I'm not finna waste 45 minutes of my life in a fight because you got a problem. I don't have a problem with nobody.
Right.
Fuck off. If I got that much of a problem, I'm not gonna be in your presence. But the fact that you in my presence with a problem and you want to fight, that's not no. You want to get cut, you want to go home. Listen, okay.
let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all think needs to happen for this to stop?
People gotta wake up, man. It's these, and I hate to be the person to do this, but people gotta stop being closet racist. If you're a racist, be a fucking racist. Because you blanking it in that shit, because you holding it in, and you don't want to let your neighbor know.
Let they
reputation and shit.
I swear to God. So you pass this shit on down to your kids because they pick up these subtle shit and they think it's so fucking K because you afraid to admit I don't like black people. Fucking say that shit so we know to stay the fuck away from
you. Say it loud, say it proud.
Please.
Let your racist flag fly, huh?
And I hate to be. Listen.
I'd rather know you were a racist than think you were a racist.
I can hear all the black people yelling at me, talking about what she say. She want white people to be. No, I'm not telling nobody to be anything. I'm telling you to stop lying to yourself, and to the motherfucking public. If you're a racist, be a fucking racist. This closet bullshit is how these kids pick up on these subtle shit, and they think it's okay to do because you're not voicing how the fuck you feel about it, so don't nobody know what exactly is right or wrong. Because
they only following who they look up to.
Exactly.
They only following who they look up to, and I'm saying that to say they looking up to these politicians and see how they hide how racist they are.
Yep.
They hide it
all
well.
in the rhetoric they use too. It's like
yeah, definitely.
I don't know, like
look at Mitch McConnell and that shit he said last year.
It's all they know how to talk in code where they they give each other the wink and the wink and the gun. They know when they being racist and they got it and they
stop hiding it. That's the bullshit right now because we don't know who friend or foe, and that's the fucking problem.
All right, so Fox News said, and this is something you had brought up, Nina. Fox News suggests that the shootings like this have gotten more violent because of video games.
And this is not the first time we've ever heard.
We've been hearing this shit.
Okay, so
video games start being really good.
Instead of focusing on the fact that this is a race issue, they want to go, oh, video games. Do you know video games affect everybody? White, brown, purple, orange, yellow.
Why? No. How about why are we not talking about something that affects people way more than video games? And I'm not even going to say it affects people more, but it has a broader stroke to affect people more. Why we not blaming movies?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Nobody's ever blaming
the movie industry. We not. Oh, because before it was video games, it was cartoons, right?
Oh damn, yeah.
It was cartoons first. Now it's video games. Like, quit passing the buck, bro.
And how long has Vince been running WWE? In the 50 motherfucking years.
Yeah,
it's been about that 45 50, yeah.
That he been running WWE. Then any parent get the fuck on the stage and be like, I'm suing Vince McMahon because my son broke their arm. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. I don't understand it. And why are we all of a sudden attacking video games now? Like video games have been this problem or something.
An excuse, and they don't want to focus on the actual goddamn problem.
My thing with that,
it's easier to blame, and I think Nina, you're right on that. It's easier to say, you know what, this is the blame. I'm gonna blame wrestling, or I'm gonna blame video games, or I'm gonna blame movies, or I'm gonna blame rap music. It's easier to blame that shit than just turn around and tell your child, hey,
sit your ass down.
Don't shoot up no schools, okay?
if you angry, take 5 minutes, motherfucker. Like, come on, man.
Take a time out. Woosah.
Like, what the hell?
It's easier to go get your kid to blame other shit than going to get your kid some help. And I think that's the issue.
That's another. You right. That is another issue. You are absolutely right. It is exactly another issue because you got people out here who didn't have parents and grew up in orphanages or grew up in these foster homes or these group homes and don't nobody really know what they're like. These homes are not saving children. They are what make children worse. I know because I grew up in some of them. Okay, they are not. I dread. I keep trying to tell my kids every day, listen, if I put you out, they're gonna put you in a group home. Trust me, it's not what you think it is. Okay? It's not what you think it is.
I just think, to me, kudos to Twitch because 2 minutes, that's pretty swift to me.
I'm glad
to comb through millions of motherfuckers like that, uploading whatever every day, including myself. You know, I think that was
all
pretty
of us
swift.
in here. Yeah, I think all of us in here stream. Y'all two more so than me, but and I'm glad you brought up Twitch. Do y'all think Twitch for some reason, and I'm thinking it's the people that just don't know anything about streaming or don't even know what Twitch
definitely
is.
Out of touch.
They were bashing Twitch.
They were
crazy. Like, how could they upload this? Do you guys think Twitch will make any changes to its platform? When it comes to streaming,
I don't think so right away.
I hope not.
I just don't know what more Twitch could have done.
Right. Because like you said, it's as simple as hitting the go live button. Anybody can make an account. That's like having a Google account. So you gonna blame Google because a terrorist sent you some malware in your email and you was dumb enough to open it and now you got all your shit stolen. So it's Google's fault.
Yeah, it's your dumbass fault.
Yeah, I don't know what more. I mean, they caught it pretty quick.
They caught it quick as hell.
I mean,
like quick.
I mean, just unfortunately, within that time, he had already did most of his damage. But could you imagine if it was on there for another 2 minutes, and then that just gives gives more people the chance to grab the video?
The thing with Congress and shit is that I don't think they fully understand how, like you were saying, how Twitch works. They think that we're uploading content like it's YouTube, and it's not.
Right.
This is actually live content, and you can't. Besides, like, and it's already like you can program a delay into your stream. Like, say if you're playing a first person shooter or you playing like a card game like Gwent, you can put a delay on it so people can't fucking stream snipe you and like go through your deck and cheat you while you're streaming live. You know what I'm saying? So other than putting a delay on it, I don't know what else Twitch could do. And then you putting a delay on it is hindering how fast I can respond to live chatters.
Right.
So it's not beneficial to Twitch, the streamer, or the live chat. So I don't think there is an actual win for this.
Right. It's not. And then if this was uploaded live to YouTube, I think it would took them way longer because YouTube don't just go through live videos. They go through the uploaded content too. That's a bigger giant. And I think
I think YouTube is mostly listening and not watching.
Of course. Yep.
So
definitely,
this could have been even Facebook. Facebook would not have caught this.
Not have caught this.
This thing would have been. It took Facebook. I mean, Facebook's still trying to pull down these videos.
Facebook is still pulling videos that I posted and my ratchetness, okay, from 5 years ago. What the fuck?
Facebook is trying to suspend me for memes and shit that I put on Facebook.
Man, from like 5 years ago,
7 years ago.
Bruh,
like,
I just split from my husband here. Do you know what kind of phase I was going through? Get the fuck out of my business. Wait a minute.
Like ain't the statute of limitations for this shit wore off yet?
I'm a grown ass woman. I can post
like,
this.
What the fuck? Fuck y'all talking about Facebook?
Let's move on. I want to talk about something a little bit more lighthearted.
Oh,
which one of y'all have seen Doc? What'd you say?
Lighthearted. My kids just saw Stupid Encanto and they can't stop singing the Bruno song. Okay, I am being played.
What? How the song go? We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, listen.
That's how I know you got kids.
Yes.
That's how I know you got kids, because you know that song too.
I don't. That's all. I only know you. We don't talk about Bruno.
well,
That's the only part.
That's all I know too. Wait a minute.
In my defense, that's all I know too. But definitely, you wouldn't know that without having kids.
Oh
I
god.
don't think
Or a
my
niece
kids
and a
have-
nephew.
I don't even think my kids have even seen that movie.
Really?
Oh gosh.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
the song is just everywhere. I mean, as long as you got YouTube, you can find that
Oh
song.
yeah,
Listen to
yeah.
somebody sing it. Which one of y'all have seen Doctor Strange yet?
We both have.
I've seen it.
We are up
Okay,
to
we got a good
par on
conversation now.
everything Marvel except Morbius.
Yeah.
I did not. That's the only thing I'm.
Only thing I haven't seen
It's
is
coming
Morbius.
out soon though. It's actually. It's. I
Morbius
could
is
actually.
out. You can
it'll-
watch it
yeah,
on
it'll be on
Amazon.
That's what I was
on-
about to say. Yeah.
Okay.
I can actually watch it on
Well, we can
on Xfinity.
we can purchase it on
Yes,
Amazon
yes.
to
But you
watch
can't
it
rent
or
it.
rent
You
it.
can't rent it.
We
No,
can't
I
rent
can't
it?
rent it. I think you have to buy it.
Oh, you have to buy it.
I think you have to buy it now, as of right now. Maybe in a few weeks, then you can rent
I'm gonna
it.
go look.
Well, I think that's right, because remember when Black Widow came out, you weren't renting that. You own that movie.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
like I can go in Disney Plus and just download the movie, and then I still got access to it whether my subscription runs out or not.
Yeah.
I still got access to the movie. So
Yeah, we paid like $38 for that motherfucker. It's mine.
So first off, how did y'all like it?
I thought it was a good movie.
I'm
What
impressed.
what would you letter grade it?
Letter grade,
Mm-hmm.
B minus.
Nina?
I'm gonna have to go a little higher, and I'm not gonna say a B plus, but I am gonna give it an A. And I do have my reasons for giving it an
Give
A,
it an
but
A.
I have
Ooh, you out here giving A's
because I got small gripes with
you
this.
grading on a curve.
Small gripes. I have small gripes. I don't have big ones.
I think
I
Spider-Man
got
an A.
small ones. I got small gripes. I don't have big ones like I had with some of the other ones. I have small gripes. Small ones.
B plus, B plus. I thought it was a good movie. It was solid.
It was a good movie.
Very
It
solid.
was solid.
Very solid.
It was. I liked it. I'm gonna be honest and upfront. I was not a fan of the first Doctor Strange movie. I did not like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Really?
boring. I found him very annoying. I
Yeah.
still find him.
He is. He's very
I
annoying.
think Benedict Cumberbatch is funny in his own little way. Actually,
I actually like Benedict Cumberbatch. I
He
like
is
it. I just
awesome.
don't like Doctor Strange.
So did you ever watch when Doctor Strange was like on Scooby Doo and shit like that when you were younger?
What, bro? You just unlocked the cluster. I do remember. I vaguely remember Doctor Strange on
And
Scooby.
yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
So check it out, right?
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch reminds me of the guy that did that voice. I'm not saying he sounds like him, but he has like some of the same quirks about him. He's got some of the same shit about him. That's kind of what
definitely.
I like about that's kind of like what I like about Benedict Cumberbatch being fucking Doctor Strange.
Bro,
Is that he's
I
kind of like the
you
Scooby Doo
would-
version of Doctor Strange.
If you would have never said that, I would have never
Put them together.
correlated that. Those
Oh,
two, but
yeah.
I
What was the little
definitely
boy?
now do remember
We used
Doctor
to,
Strange. And he was on there a few times.
He was
more
on there
than he
probably
got a
like-
whole he got a
Probably
whole
like 7
season.
or 8 times, honestly.
Yeah.
He got a
I
whole
wouldn't say-
season
I wouldn't say
because
the whole season, but they had feature episodes with Doctor Strange, the Harlem
no, because my
Globetrotters.
kids got it on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube. They got it on DVD. Remember, it was like a whole.
It might be a
6 to 8
season.
It was like a whole 6 to 8 episodes because they was looking for.
I think that's all over
something.
time too, though. I don't think that all came out at once. It might have, but I don't think it all
know.
came out
But
at
they
once.
they were looking for something. They were looking for a medallion or something.
Or a chest
then-
or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was the chest.
To
I
put all
think-
these ghosts back in the chest or some
Yes,
shit like that.
you're right. You're right. You
That's
are
crazy.
right.
I
I'm
definitely
a big comic book fan. So anything comic book or comic like that, I'm going to watch it. So,
Yeah,
and I was big on Scooby
My
Doo and
kids
shit
have
anyway.
it. My kids have it somewhere around here.
So tell me what y'all think. Open up, man. Let me pick y'all brain on it. Like what did y'all like about it?
I honestly think a lot of people are not gonna like it. I think people are gonna be up in arms because they think this is the multiversal movie
They already are.
that they were waiting on, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's got all the multiversal shit in it, but not the one you want, not the one you were waiting on, not the story you wanted to see. But at the same time, they paid homage to every big bit in the comic book around, and I fucking love it. As a fucking nerd, I was like, oh, they took a piece from over here. Oh my God, they took a piece from over here. They took a piece from that too. Yes. Listen, I was reveling in how much they did their homework. Not so much as the story is still kind of, they still left some holes, and I'm thinking that they're gonna explain it in some next multi-level, badassness. But as a nerd, as a comic book nerd and a fan to these characters, the way they did it was like, oh, okay, we put it in this nice pot pie and open it up and it's a fucking mud pie. And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting this.
And you know what? I thought, what's her name? America Chavez. I thought her character would be annoying. I didn't find her character that annoying. Like I found
her character was perfect.
Yeah, it seems like when Marvel has a kid in there, Kate Bishop was annoying as hell to me. The little boy on Marvel.
Yeah, but she was not a kid. She a whole adult. Like she was like 24.
She's a young adult.
She's a junior Avenger. Okay, she's like Kamala Khan, and she's like a, I just find them, but she wasn't that annoying. Like her character was very believable in the sense that she wasn't she had powers, but she couldn't beat nobody up. Kate Bishop right off the cuff just beating people ass.
I'm gonna correct you right now. America Chavez can beat some ass. Okay,
I'm talking about on the movie. So what?
They didn't drop her into that yet. No.
Right, like she didn't come right off just
by the end of the movie.
She did one thing.
She was getting a little
because then she found out how to use her power.
Right.
So it took her to the end of the movie to get that confidence and find power.
That's usually how it goes with outbreaking characters. You know what I'm saying?
Which to me, that's part of the struggle of a new character trying to find their way. Like I'm glad they waited to the end of the movie for her to get a little grasp on her power, and she didn't have a total grasp. So I thought that was actually pretty dope. They did a good job with this movie. My only thing was I wanted it to have like a little bit more of a horror aspect. I think they did a great job. I think Sam Raimi did a great job at the movie. But let's not forget, this movie lost its director like 4 months after. Yeah, 4 months after it got officially licensed and announced, they lost a director. And the director was on. He was on. They had him on basically on file, like, hey, this is gonna be a horror movie. It's gonna be Marvel's first horror movie. And I thought they did a good job with the horror elements. I just didn't find it suspenseful enough. I guess
it wasn't. I didn't get a horror feel.
Right, and I think that was my expectation, was that it was going to be a little more horror, but it wasn't. But yeah, not minus my expectation. The movie was a great movie.
I would say when I sat down and I start watching it, I was like, this shit is cheesy as hell. Maybe the first 5-10 minutes. It just had he at the wedding, and she break away from her husband that just had his long ass conversation with Dr.
Right.
And the effects during when he's fighting the eyeball monster just look weird. And after that, when America Chavez popped out, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it kind of started to
make
move
sense
in a way that it made sense.
Right.
Another thing I really like. Oh my God, dude, Wanda. Oh God, Scarlet Witch is powerful as shit, man.
I keep telling people.
Listen,
people keep talking about Jean Grey and how powerful she is, and we all know how powerful Jean Grey is, right? We all know how powerful Jean Grey is. There is no one in the fucking MCU that can rewrite reality right in front of you beside Wanda Maximoff. And that shit is fucking scary for somebody to come up and what she did to Black Bolt.
Jesus
She
Christ.
can do that. She can do that,
She said
motherfucker.
he
She can do that.
What did he and
She-
spoiler.
he could kill-
Here's the thing. We got
All
spoilers. So if you don't want
spoilers,
Yeah,
all
big
spoilers.
spoilers. So if you're not, trust me, we talking about the movie
when they said, "Hey, this motherfucker can kill you with a word with words
with a
from his mouth,
whisper.
with a whisper from his mouth."
This
And
bitch
she
said-
had a
Said-
look on her face like, "What
What mouth,
I'm sorry. What are you
Bruh.
talking? I'm sorry. Could you?
bruh?
I didn't hear you. Could you say it
Bruh.
again?
Dude,
Because I'm
she's
sorry.
spaghettified. She's spaghettified."
No.
Oh,
How about this? How about this?
Reed Richards.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
say,
nigga.
say
That
something
nigga
very
silly
controversial that people are gonna, because I know people are like, man, who's Black Bolt? He looks cool and shit like that. Black Bolt get his ass beat all the time. This is what he does in the comic books. He gets his ass beat.
Excelsior said Black Bolt was Yamcha.
He, bruh, this nigga is fucking Yamcha. I'm not bullshitting. This nigga is fucking Yamcha. If you watch anime and you know who the fuck Yamcha is from Dragon Ball Z, this nigga is fucking Yamcha. I'm not even bullshitting. I promise you. Black Bolt is fucking Yamcha. He is a punching bag for all people. Thanos,
He have his
Incredible Hulk.
moments. He's
When?
important, maybe 5 times.
This is what Black Bolt do.
He is
get
the
his
leader
ass
of
beat.
the Inhumans. Okay,
He the
You
first one
better
to get
show
his
him
ass
some
whipped every
respect.
time. He the first one to get his ass whipped every
I
single
remember
time.
when Namor first came up out the.
Um,
Namor was too fast for that boy. He said, sit down. I'm sorry.
That's all Black Bolt do.
I don't know. I thought it was a good movie. What's next for the MCU?
I do believe
Thor: Love and Thunder.
that's the next movie, but I think what's coming up next, like absolutely next,
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
How did y'all see the She-Hulk trailer?
Oh, I
Yes.
did. I did. I'm
Did y'all
ready.
like it?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm
I
ready.
think this is gonna be so different. This
Oh,
is so
yeah.
And
different.
It's
I'm gonna
gotta-
say something real controversial too.
The She-Hulk
I think
comics
she
were
cute.
different. Why is that controversial?
Because there are people criticizing the way that the animated character looks. And I feel like the character is cute. I don't know why everybody has a problem with it.
I don't know if I can go that far to say I'm
She
attracted
cute.
to a green Hulk monster.
First of all, the She-Hulk comics.
If you
like,
if you've seen the comics, you
the She-Hulk
would
comics
know.
is all about sexuality. I don't know.
No, I mean it looks very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it looks like they're gonna spend a lot of time in a courtroom.
It's
Yeah.
She's
it's
a
gonna
lawyer. She's a lawyer for superheroes. I don't know.
Yep.
it's gonna be that much Deadpool-y. It's gonna be
Okay.
kind of dead. It's gonna be kind of Deadpool-y.
We know
A
you
little
love,
bit.
you love your Deadpool.
Always.
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo. Is Mark Ruffalo going to be in this a lot? He's reprising his role as Hulk.
He
think
is.
at the
he gonna be
beginning?
a lot, or is he going to be like in one episode like Rhodey was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
He might be in 1 or 2 because you got to remember these
It's
are their
about her.
big name actors and it's supposed to be about her.
Okay.
So we might, and then it depends on how many episodes we get in too. Because I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the only one that had 8 episodes.
I
Really?
think so. I think
WandaVision
so.
had eight
Oh, okay. So never mind.
WandaVision might have.
Everybody else got
Oh.
6 episodes. So if we get 8 episodes of She-Hulk, then we might see Mark Ruffalo for 3 or 4. So until she get a handle on her powers, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, but it's supposed to be about her, so I don't think we're gonna see him all the time. Maybe
It looks
some
like he didn't
forced
have his arm in
cameos.
a sling as well.
He did
didn't.
not.
She-Hulk is gonna
he-
be 10 episodes.
Yeah, me
Really?
and
10
wow.
episodes.
That's
Wow.
10
longer than
episodes. It's the
WandaVision.
longest one so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we might see Mark Ruffalo for 3 or 4 of them. And me and Excelsior have a theory about why we don't see his arm in a sling. When he got his in Endgame, when he did the first snap and put his arm in that sling, he hurt his arm as the Hulk. It's nothing that could really harm the Hulk, which means the healing is gonna be a little bit different and bad. and can't nobody examine it because can't shit pierce his motherfucking skin. So I'm thinking, well, me and Excelsior were thinking that he had to have turned back into Bruce at some point between Shang-Chi, because we see him as Bruce Banner at the end of Shang-Chi. Okay.
Damn, you're right. We do see him.
But
So
his arm is in the sling too.
His arm is in the sling. So sometime between that happening and Shang-Chi and She-Hulk, he turned back into Bruce Banner so they could heal his arm, and then he went back to being Small Hulk.
Well, I'm thinking though too, with him having the Gamma Lab like that, and I'm pretty sure Tony had a lot to do with him getting the Gamma Lab. I'm pretty sure with him having the Gamma Lab like that, he's constantly like running tests and shit like that. So the story goes in She-Hulk, I'm not sure how they're gonna spin it, but she gets into some kind of tragic accident and she needs a blood transfusion, and he's the only person that's qualified as a donor. So he has to give her the blood transfusion or she's going to die. But he is telling people, hey, I have a genetic disease where I turn into a big green fucking monster and this ain't going to be good for her. And he tries to warn them with that. But in the melee, they're trying to save her. You know, so they end up giving her the transfusion. And at first she doesn't change into the Hulk. It takes her in the comics, it takes her almost a month to turn into the Hulk. And then she starts turning as she gets, well, I think she had to have a reaction, an emotional reaction. And I think that was the first time she had an emotional reaction, was turning into the Hulk. And the comics are really good, honestly. So I hope it's as good as the comics. That's my thing with the She-Hulk.
It looks interesting. I didn't see enough to say this is going to be good. You know,
right?
It looks interesting. It looks different.
Oh yeah.
Feel like with these Marvel TV shows, Disney Plus shows, we're getting more interesting, like just different. Like WandaVision was different, Loki was different.
Oh yeah.
This is different. It's like I said, a lot of it's going to take place in a courtroom where she's just defending superheroes for maybe.
I feel like it's going to be a Ally McBeal kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
With the comedy and that type of thing like that. So, but no, I think you're right though. Like it's definitely going to be a different series. I think what we're seeing is Marvel changing right before our eyes, because this has a lot of sexuality in it. We have not had a show or a movie or anything with any kind of sexuality at all.
The hints in it and internal.
Nah, we've seen Sharon and Steve kiss. That's it. We've seen some kiss. Oh, you're right. I stand corrected. Eternals had a whole love scene, but what I'm saying is it's going to get more and more. And pretty soon, they're just softening you up for my homie to come through the door. I'm telling you right now.
Who's that?
Wait.
Deadpool?
He got to come through and
They're softening. I'm not bullshitting. Like, the first two movies are still on Hulu right now. And it's because I think Disney is afraid to be like, hey, we need to lean more into this. Once Deadpool releases, it's going to be the first MCU R-rated movie.
And they already on board to let Ryan have his way. So
he's producing the movie. So and the chicks that write Bob's Burgers are helping him write it.
Now, another thing people got to remember about She-Hulk too, I don't think that Disney is going to jump the gun right away, is the sexuality thing, because the radiation and the gamma radiation and her transformations are based off her, emotions and whatnot. But you got to remember she's a female, so we females harbor a whole hell of a lot more emotions. And then in the comics, she was a loner female, like she was still a virgin, even though she was a whole lawyer. So a lot of that, a lot of her hostility, her sexual hostility, comes out in the comics. Like there's an off-world comic with She-Hulk and Hulk where they got stranded on some fucking planet and her hormones took over and she actually took advantage of the Hulk and they had kids.
Wait. Did she took
advantage of the Hulk? Yes.
She took it from him?
Yeah, she took it from him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about she took it from him.
With that being said, let's move on. Charlie G, why do the Suns suck so bad?
Ooh.
Because everybody keep relying on CP3. I keep telling y'all, the dude falls apart, and y'all laughed at me when I said, "Hey, y'all putting y'all faith in CP3? Just wait, he gonna definitely pull the rug out from under y'all. He's not what y'all think he is, man.
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen a game 7 like that. What that was just
You just didn't put them out your memory because they're so fucking bad.
Jesus Christ, bro. That was
They're just
bad,
as bad as that though.
bro. That was just bad.
And after going 14 for 14 one game, you would think a motherfucker would take control of the game and try and do something.
I ain't gonna spend too much time on this, but should CP3 start considering retiring? Because I mean, what is he playing for at this point? You think he'll win another ring?
No,
he ain't won one yet. So that's my first gripe.
Shit,
that's my first gripe. He ain't won shit.
Right.
So my thing is with Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul got to be on a team where a superstar is on that team.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be on a team with a superstar scorer. And if he's not, it's not going to work. And I'm not taking anything away from Devin Booker. I think he's a star. I don't think he's a superstar. That's me though. That's me.
It's cold boy, but he
is nice. He is nice.
He need more than CP3.
He need more than CP3 to win, and that says a lot about him.
I think he needs a different point.
Yes.
Yes. He need another. It has to be another legit scorer.
Yeah.
For the Suns. But
I don't think CP3 is done.
He's not done. But at this point, what is he playing for? I don't think like
stats now.
Yeah,
I mean, so everybody's got something to prove to themselves, even if they.
Well, see, I think it's more of a Tracy McGrady type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, like, even though Tracy McGrady didn't get into even though he didn't get a championship, he got into the Hall of Fame.
He did.
And Chris Paul is a first ballot Hall of Famer right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking that away from him, but I think he might be gunning for that ultra true number one point guard, actual true point guard. He might be gunning for that spot. And I think he is. I just don't think he's better than Magic. And he never will be at this point. So
we got Boston.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Miami. Mm-hmm.
You have the
Dallas.
Warriors in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think? Who you got taking it all? Like I think at this point we can. Oh no! Let me backtrack. Heat, Boston. Who you got?
I'm gonna be out on the limb
We're already
here.
2 games in today.
We are. I'm calling the Heat right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm calling
as
the Heat.
a Laker fans, fuck them.
I feel like Jimmy Butler. I feel like Jimmy Butler just is different
fuck
in the
them
playoffs.
niggas.
Playoff Jimmy Butler is a thing, and people keep like getting on me about that. Like, no, playoff Jimmy Butler is a thing. So
all right.
I'm taking Jimmy.
Dallas Warriors.
I picked the Warriors to win it this year.
All right, so you got Warriors going all the way. So you got
Warriors.
Warriors.
Know who I got.
You got.
I've had the Warriors all year.
Miami.
Them boys know how to make a show stop.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. Ain't nobody beating the Warriors.
I mean, it's look at them.
Well, they got too much. They have.
Look at them.
They have too much chemistry, right? That's number one. And now they've added another piece that actually is like Steph Curry, like a Klay Thompson. Jordan Poole is playing his fucking ass off right now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And people are going to be banging down his door when his contract is up to get him. It's either this year or next year. I can't remember if he has a player option for next year. I can't remember. But Jordan Poole is a bad motherfucker, okay? He's a bad motherfucker. He's been playing like this all season, though.
But I mean,
he's been playing like this. But I feel you, yeah.
Yes, but like I didn't
out of nowhere.
Like out of nowhere, bro. He wasn't on my radar before this.
No.
So,
but I think Boston is just too tired for Miami. Miami had a pretty decent first round. They could kind of relax a little bit. Boston had to fight tooth and nail with fucking Brooklyn and Milwaukee. So I think those 2 series have tired Boston the fuck out. And I'm not mad at Boston. Boston did a really good job, and they snuck out of where they were to get where they are. But I just think they
snuck out. Oh,
they
wow.
did. No. Tell me who right now had Boston going where they are right now. Tell me at the beginning of the season, beside Boston fans and Boston themselves, who had Boston going this far? Nobody. Everybody had the Bucks, Brooklyn, the Lakers, and the Warriors. Everybody. Or the Suns. Everybody. Nobody was expecting Boston to get here. And I'm actually proud of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They actually playing
They
really
balled.
good.
They
but
balled. Yeah.
They don't have
Milwaukee series. They balled.
They don't have enough though.
You know, they struggled.
They don't. Them two alone is not
But-
enough. That's my thing with them. They need a big. They need a decent off person role player scorer, something like that. And they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it this year. But
Gotcha.
I'm biased.
What are you biased?
Because I'm a Lakers fan. Fuck
'Cause
Boston.
fuck Boston.
I mean, it's fuck Boston all the way because we tied in championships. At first, it was just respect to Boston because you know Boston got more than us, but we tied now, so fuck Boston.
Okay. Did y'all hear about what happened with Sasha Banks and Naomi?
Not all of it, but I've heard.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
A little bit.
We almost caught up. We not all the way caught up.
All right, so just to give it, and I'll read the WWE statement. I'll read that, but
Okay.
there was a pay-per-view this Monday where Naomi and Sasha Banks were supposed to be. I said pay-per-view. I'm sorry,
Pay-per-view,
Monday
the
night
show.
Raw. Monday Night Raw. They were supposed to be in the
Naomi
main
on Raw
event.
now? Damn, ew.
They're supposed to be in the main event. Show started,
Okay.
and they left the show. Slammed the tag team titles on John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace's desk, and walked out
So you wouldn't want to
during the show. And it's funny because like WWE started talking about it while the show was going on, and other wrestlers doing their promos and the announce team were talking about it.
So do you think it's a
show.
work? So do you think it's a work?
Wait, let me get to it. WWE releases a statement during the show. See, now while this was going on, I'm straight thinking it's a work.
Right.
Some people
Because it
saying
sounds
it's a
like
shoot.
it right now. Right.
Some people saying it's a shoot. Some people saying it's a work.
Right.
Now I think right about now I'm thinking it's shoot. I think this is real. I definitely think this is real, especially after I heard the WWE statement, and I'm going to read the WWE statement. Give me a second. WWE says, give me a second. Let me scroll to it. Bear with me here. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions. And even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with the two of their opponents, even though they had matches with them with those individuals in the past with no consequence. Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. This what lets me believe it's a shoot, because WWE said here that WWE is a scripted show. They use that jargon, so I think if it was a work, they wouldn't have went there.
No.
I don't
You gotta
think.
No. You gotta think like Vince. You gotta. Sometimes you
I
gotta.
was just about to say that. You gotta think like Vince.
Sometimes you gotta think like Vince. Now you can tell the difference between a straight promo and a CM Punk getting fed up with this motherfucking organization promo. Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of people say that was a work.
No,
a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that.
No. You gotta watch
those CM Punk ones. It's two of them, right? So one where CM Punk is talking to Vince. That one is a actual scripted go down. That was scripted.
I'm
the one with him,
the pipe bomb when he sat on the stage.
The one with him and Triple H, though. No. The one with him and Triple H.
I'm not talking about either
scripted.
one of those. I'm not talking about either one. I'm talking about where he sat down on the ramp, folded his legs, and dropped the pipe bomb. A lot of people say that's a work. I think honestly, I'd never seen WWE come out and say, for one, they never came out this fast to throw anybody under the bus that quick.
That's my issue.
Actually,
with
they
it.
have.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Honestly, they have. I've seen them get real fast, real fast.
When?
Especially when all of this have you seen what's been going on between the WWE and Nia Jax?
Mhm.
Like, I follow her on Twitter. I don't know what actually happened, like as far as like inside the show goes, but I follow her on Twitter. Okay?
Nia Jax is a brutal ass motherfucker, and she injures everybody she works with.
Yeah.
That's the gist of
She's
it.
unsafe in the ring.
She's
unsafe.
that's the gist of it.
But she overheard, quote unquote, people saying that they weren't firing her right away as a liability because of her family ties. She went ballistic.
Well, I'm talking about Nina. I'm talking about during the show.
Oh yeah, no.
Before the show is over, they put out a statement.
That's what makes me think it's a work.
That because it was too fast.
Because it was way too fast.
Not only so remember when Nia Jax busted shit out of Becky's face?
Yes.
Okay. That is why Becky moved up the way she did.
Yes.
It was to compensate for the fact that she got injured when she was only supposed to play a small part. Yeah. So they jumped on that, but it took them 24 hours to kind of coax it over as a work.
Well, you got to understand the different situations too. They're trying to make Becky look like a formidable opponent for Charlotte at that time, right? So you let her get her celebration, and she was basking in it. Mm-hmm. So you let her have her moment. Yep. You have to let her have her moment for it to be believable.
Right.
So that's a different situation than two of your stars that are actually just like, nah, we're not about to do this right now. But I also feel like the fans have been saying since these championship belts have been introduced, they do not use them enough. They do not put these belts over enough.
WWE has a history of not really caring about the tag team division. They starting to put a little bit they're actually putting a lot of emphasis on it now with the Usos, and then you got RK Bro. But it
has periods where it falls off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has periods where it falls off.
And the women's champion, the women's tag team championship
since that's
was
been
supposed to blow over. I have made a whole bunch of hype and gripe about why females don't have tag teams. I've seen so many people like go over the top. Vince, you shelled out, them fucking belts is not cheap. They expensive as fuck. You mean to tell me you're not finna promote this shit? He was like, to Vince, it was like giving his mistress some jewelry so they shut the fuck up.
They just since those titles been out for what, a year and a half, they've done nothing with them. They've done nothing with them.
R-Truth get more fucking play with his little bitty fucking title that wasn't supposed to be
24/7 championship, which is the stupidest title that in sports.
But check this out though, right? I think it's the dumbest title too. They could have just brought back the hardcore championship.
All it is love that shit. It's the hardcore championship.
Put the 24/7 stipulation on it, right? But look at how R-Truth has made that title relevant though. Yeah. He's made it funny, he's made it relevant, and whoever they give him to work with, he ain't afraid to work with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I give R-Truth a lot of credit for that. I don't like that belt, but I appreciate how R-Truth is like just holding it down for that motherfucker.
He does what he can with it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still not.
But I agree with y'all. Like, they have never given a shit about these women's tag team belts.
Like the Iconics. The Iconics would have fucking ruled as tag team champions if they fucking had the chance. These bitches would have listen. I can see all the snob and all the snap and the sass every motherfucking week coming from these two.
I like
now they gone.
I like that. Here's the thing. I did not like the Iconics for they were shitting.
No, but they were good on the mic.
They were so good.
Yes,
they were so annoying, but they were so good.
And they could sell some shit too.
And the accents they had just made it even.
Oh yeah, they from Australia, so you know the accent was just.
But I felt like even the best tag team they had, in my opinion. Right now, to me, the best tag team is actually Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yes,
I haven't seen them yet, so I wouldn't know.
But
Well, I'm saying off in-ring ability and off their resumes. That's what I'm
Oh
going
yeah,
off of.
definitely.
But what I'm saying also to that is they had another formidable tag team in fucking Sasha Banks and Bailey, and they didn't use that either.
They
So
did.
what did you think? What did you think
Kyrie
was
and
gonna
motherfucking
happen?
Oscar. Listen.
What did you think? Exactly. That's another one. What did you think was gonna happen?
Here's the thing, and I think this is we getting off the beaten path a little bit. This is why Banks and Sasha Banks and Naomi are having a problem, because they're not putting emphasis on the title. They've come up with, it's been reported that they've come up with multiple ideas,
and it's always shot down.
and it's almost like they're going out of their way at
To
this
not
point
take their
to
advice.
not put shine on the. It's like they got the perfect opportunity, but I mean they were legit gonna have Naomi win this the main event on
What was the
Raw.
main event anyway?
It was a 6-person match.
Oh,
where,
okay.
you know,
Okay.
6-pack.
So
challenge.
for the
They were gonna
number one
have-
contendership.
Yes,
Okay.
for Bianca Belair's title.
Okay.
They were gonna have Sasha Banks go over. I'm sorry, Naomi go over on Sasha Banks, which does.
So she was gonna pin Sasha?
Yes. So
Oh my God,
so
come
I mean,
on,
you
man.
could see their frustration right there. They invested
Yeah.
all this time in those tag team titles.
Why are
y'all
they
want us
even
to break up
First of
our
all, not even
band?
that. Why are they even in the fucking match? If they both hold the tag team titles, why are they even in the match?
What-
Get two
that's
more people.
That's not even the gist of it. They were also going to have Sasha Banks wrestle for the other belt, for the Raw belt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Versus Ronda Rousey at the pay-per-view.
So
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. They both were going to lose. Naomi
Thank
was
you.
going to lose, and
Thank
Sasha
you.
Banks were
Because I was just gonna say the only way I would even remotely even think about it is if I'm gonna win and have both belts.
Yep.
Yeah. So it
I
was,
mean, you did it for Bailey, you did it for Nikki. I mean, not for Nikki Cross, but for Alexa Bliss.
Mhm.
So why the fuck can't you do it for these two and have them both hold the fucking belts of each show?
But here's the thing: why not use? Okay, so Banks and Naomi, they already got titles.
They do.
Why don't you use some of the women
Two
that
other
you
people.
already have that aren't in a tag team storyline?
This is why Ember Moon left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
my
is.
boo bae left. I
it-
be seeing her up, down, down sometimes
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I just
Where is she?
think
where did Ember Moon go? I think I think she might be on Impact.
I'm not
no,
sure.
she's
Impact.
not on Impact.
she
Not
might
that
be
I
on
know of.
ROH. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
No,
not sure.
she ain't on ROH. She ain't
Okay.
there.
I know the last time I seen her on Up, Down, Down, she just said she was concentrating on gaming because she
There we go.
was
That'll do
asked
it.
Well,
to
you know
come
she
out.
was injured too for a little
Yeah,
bit.
so she was asked to come out to a bunch of different like cons and showcases and stuff like that across the world because they seen her with Xavier Woods at the Mortal Kombat reveal. So
I just think they let their writers misuse a lot of their talent, and
course.
it costs them a lot. That because then you got to have whoever run interference, whether it's Laurinaitis, whether it's Vince, whether it's Triple H. You got to have somebody run interference because the writers are running roughshod, and it's like nobody wants to say or do anything about it. And when you go to Vince, you know everybody's intimidated by going to Vince about shit. So.
Let me ask y'all a question before we move on. Do y'all think Naomi and Sasha Banks went about it the right way? Drop the
Yes.
titles on their
Yes.
death and bounce.
Yes, because
How else are you gonna listen?
thank
now
you.
you gotta find somebody else of our caliber to fill our shoes, and you ain't got it because you ain't put the motherfucking effort into building this roster the way it's supposed to be built up.
Do y'all know the way WWE contracts work?
Sometimes some and yes, because I've
They're-
been hearing
they're-
things and
I
I
do
have been
know-
hearing
I do know
other
they're
things.
like independent contractors.
They are
and
they
They
are
are.
independent contractors.
they're
and
paid by how much or how often they're on TV.
Yep.
They have what's called downside contracts. So
Okay.
basically, just say Sasha Banks, your contract is $150,000.
Right.
All right. Come maybe June or July, she's probably already made the $150,000
Right.
because she you get paid by appearance and you get paid by merchandising and all
Right.
this other stuff. So you got money coming from different
everywhere.
Yeah.
This is why they encourage
the banner of
sponsorships and shit like that.
Yeah. So by the time, so basically they've got their money,
right?
So
now they just have to.
Also, the way that works, we paid you. You have your money. We can put you on ice as long as you're out. We don't have to keep paying you while you're sitting out. And you have to give us that time back, which is why if you remember, like, okay, the Hardy Boys, for instance, the Hardy Boys,
perfect example.
Matt Hardy was able to leave and go. Yeah, he was able to leave, but Jeff Hardy got hurt, which is why Jeff Hardy had to stay in WWE
for a whole another year.
Yeah, because he, one
was and they signed they signed their contract at the same time because they came back at the same time.
You're right. So when you leave and you drop, you're still obligated. Actually, you're in a breach. You've breached your contract. You can actually, there could be legal action or whatever. You drop them titles on the desk and you walk out. You're still either obligated to serve that time. So as long as you're sitting out,
pay some of that money back.
Hold on,
pay some of the money back, or well, we just take you to court and sue you for it could go.
My thing with that though,
both ways, because
you're right. But my thing with that is, I think their names are big enough, and I think that they have enough cachet in the wrestling business that they could probably do it. Now, somebody less famous than them that doesn't have as much accountability or credibility probably can't do that. I'm not saying nothing's gonna happen to them either. I'm just saying that I think they're not gonna get as harsh a punishment as people may think they are.
I don't think they'll get a punishment.
I don't think so either.
Vince is just
remember, this is the first time that Sasha walked out.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
And no, it's Sasha, not. The first time she walked out with them still holding some money, so she didn't owe them shit. She had an actual gripe for why she wasn't showing up for showings, and if Vince took her to court, not only would they owe her contract money, but they will owe her for future appearances. So Vince held out. She played it smart. So we're not finna sit here and act like Naomi ain't got somebody in her corner that know what the fuck they doing. All right.
And I'm not saying like I know like how Vince is gonna think or how he's gonna react or anything like that, but I've seen Vince in interviews in the last, I would say 3 years.
Yeah, I've seen him in current stuff.
Vince has softened a lot.
And he's the reason people out of contracts and
exactly. And you know, like I know because you're a wrestling fan like I am. Old Vince in the 90s and like the call, he wasn't letting you out your motherfucking contract. He wasn't standing for this shit. If Stone Cold or somebody else like that walked out in the 90s during Raw and shit, fuck them. We'll take this show and keep on moving without them.
Here's the thing, though.
He's not in that position anymore.
Here's the thing. Vince is in every position. Oh, Vince still run that company.
I'm saying in the wrestling world, he's not in that position in the wrestling world anymore. Because you have an AEW, you have in MPJW that's flourishing and doing well. You know what I'm saying? So people have options. They don't just have the WWE, is what I was basically saying.
Vince has softened, and I've seen Vince will let people out of their contract if they show the respect.
Right.
Nobody has ever. I mean, we've seen Stone Cold
take my ball and go home.
Yeah. Stone Cold took his ball and went home.
Brock Lesnar,
Goldberg, Shawn Michaels. A lot of people have just left, whether it's on good terms or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody ever. I've never seen this during a show where you're supposed to be in a main event.
Yeah,
you walk into an executive office and slam your belts on the table.
Fuck that shit. I'm out.
You leave them holding the bag. It is that level of disrespect. To my knowledge, it's never.
Unless it was planned, I don't know.
Unless it's a work.
Unless it's a work, right?
Unless it's a work, because I've seen that whole when that whole thing about the Undertaker supposedly kidnapping Stephanie, and then it was Tess all along, and then she was like, for real, with Triple H.
Know that was a work.
I'm just saying, like we seen Tess do some shit. Because his quote unquote personal life, okay, was being
Bleeded
interrupted by Triple H. And remember, come on, man, I can't be the only one that remember this shit.
Hey, a side note before we even get off the subject. I saw the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life, bar none, it's not even close, was Test. I've never seen I saw him
That nigga's big.
At the time I saw him, I was a skinny dude. One of his arms was big. I saw him walking through a fucking Cub Foods. And it was the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. His arm was the size of my whole body.
You know what's crazy? I saw in South Bend in University Park Mall, I saw Al Snow because they were having a show not too far from my hometown or whatever. And I saw Al Snow walking, right? And I walked up and his bodyguard like immediately like, nah, you can't just walk up on him like that. I was like, no, I just wanted to say what's up, say hi, you know what I'm saying? And it's just two regular bodyguards. Bro, behind him, I thought behind him was a bodyguard. No. That was fucking Test. That motherfucker is big as shit, bro. Like,
I ain't never in my life
legit got to be 7 fucking foot tall, bro. I'm not even bullshitting. He's legit got to be 7 foot tall.
I've never in my life seen so, and I would probably still say that to this day. I've never seen nobody.
He's big as shit, bro. I'm not
like his arm, bro, was like this, bro.
Yes,
like,
I believe you.
Just the muscle part of his
Tess
arm
was my guy, okay. And when him and Albert got together with the fucking tag team shit, bro. Listen, that was
I thought TNA was an actual
TNA was my motherfucking tag team for a long time, okay.
And they was out there with Terry.
Oh man!
Listen, I love them.
And then Trish came in talking about some little T. And hey, listen,
right.
don't fuck listen, okay?
The way they did that in the 90s, that shit was so dope. But I don't think anything's gonna happen to them two young ladies, man. Like I said, they hold too much cachet in that company.
Even if it's not a work.
In wrestling, period, they hold too much cachet.
Even if it's not a work, Vince is gonna make it a work. They're his two.
It could be a thing. You're right. It could be a thing where it was a shoot, but they gonna take the
Vince has definitely done that too.
He's done that a lot.
Vince has definitely done that before too. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Especially with Stone Cold. Oh God, have you heard him tell the stories on the fucking podcast? Jesus Christ!
Y'all remember when Shawn Michaels lost his smile? He was back in the. You don't remember that when he quit? Shawn Michaels got jumped on.
Oh,
Shawn Michaels got jumped on by a bunch of dudes, and for some reason, like in real life, he got jumped at a bar or something like that. And he, a few weeks later, he said he was quitting wrestling because he lost his smile. A few weeks later, he was back in the WWE refereeing matches, and they had him as a enforcer. Then they had him as the general manager.
Yeah. Then he came back to wrestle.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. PlayStation got a lineup coming up. Tell me about this lineup, Charlie G. What's going on with PlayStation? What they over there doing?
They actually doing the Lord's work now. Shit, I didn't think this shit was gonna be this good.
Damn,
I'm serious. Like, cause we touched on it last time I was on or whatever, right? And I was saying the structure of it seems like it's gonna be okay, but I want to know, if they're gonna have multiplayer. I still don't have an answer for that, but I did know, or I did find out that they are enhancing these games. They may not be like 4K quality or whatever like that, but the older games that they are allowing to be on this service are all going to be upgraded and enhanced games, which I am proud of them for doing that. They're also working on some infrastructure, I guess, to get PlayStation 3 actual downloaded games instead of just playing it on the cloud. So they're working on that too, but they got like Ape Escape, bro. They coming with it. They got the siphon filters.
Okay.
I can't remember everything that's on there, but like the PlayStation 4 games that are going to be on there, like they got Returnal. I mean, not PlayStation 5, my bad. They got Returnal. God of War PS4 is going to be on there. They have a lot of hefty lineup stuff for PS4, PS5, and the classic catalog is looking really fire. I'm telling you, I might have to go on and drop this little 60 because my PlayStation Plus is already paid up until 2023. So if I drop another $60 on it, I got the premium package and I get everything on PlayStation Plus, which is the cost of a game. Like I pay the price of a game to be able to play. Yeah, you paying for a catalog of games. Like, come on. I think they're actually going to do a good job with this. Hopefully the PS3 stuff isn't bad for too long, but this catalog is looking really good. And they're saying like they adding like 20 games a month type stuff. So I hope they hold true to this because it's sounding really, really good.
Okay. Anything new? Like anything new coming out though? Like anything?
They're not doing anything with like none of their main titles. So like their PlayStation umbrella stuff will be first day in, day out stuff, right? But they will be doing game demos for any game. And they said that the developers don't have to do the demo. PlayStation said that they will do the demo for them so that they could a person could just log in. I want to try this game out. You got 2 hours, or you got this allotted amount of time to try this game out. I think that's actually dope. Now, what I don't like is that it's at the premium tier. I think that should be for everybody on the service. You should be able to demo a game, especially with the way PlayStation does their fucking refunds. They have the worst refund policy known to man. I bullshit you not.
Unless it's a massive wide thing that they pushing back a game. Then you will not see a fucking refund. Okay.
Listen, if you download the game for PlayStation, it's a digital game. If you download it, you get no refund at all. The moment you start downloading it, that's your refund. It's over with. Yep.
Dunzo.
So I love the way that Steam does it. They have a 2 hour. First 2 hours that you own the game, no questions asked. You can return it. Period. Yeah. First 2 hours. But I think PlayStation has the potential to have this be really, really good and a solid, I won't say answer, I'll say a solid option aside from Game Pass, because they're just getting their feet wet. Game Pass offers so many different things beside games now. Like they offered a discount for fucking Paramount Plus or a free subscription to Paramount Plus for this long, and you know what I'm saying.
Which
like
I need to take advantage of that.
You got, you got. If you've never been on Discord, you get a free fucking Discord membership, and you get a Prime membership for Discord. So like you can give a boost away to a server and shit like that. So do I think it's like this answer that's gonna beat Game Pass? No. Do I think it's a great start for what they're trying to do? Yes. It's going to be I would be remiss if I think that people didn't like this by the end of the year. I think this is going to be something for everybody.
I just need to get a PlayStation, man.
I mean, you could do it on PlayStation 4 as well, but you wouldn't be taking advantage of everything if you didn't have a PlayStation 5.
I've been trying to get a PlayStation for a minute, but let me move on. Hey, okay, so Bethesda dropped just some shitty ass news. I'll read the statement, and I'm pretty sure y'all know. Like Redfall and Starfield, both big AAA games that were supposed to be coming out this year. Looks like 2023 sometime. So Bethesda released a statement. We've made the decision to delay the launches of Redfall and Starfield to the first half of 2023. The teams at Arcane, Austin, Redfall, and Bethesda Games Studio, Starfield, have incredible ambitions for their games, and we want to ensure that you receive the best, most polished versions of them. And blah, 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 blah. I don't have to keep because, I mean, that hit me in the chest, man, because I've been waiting for Starfield. You know what I mean? It's to the point where you don't get enough information about it. So you've pretty much exhausted like all the information that's out there. So you're just waiting for it. And I was thinking like it's maybe some of the gaming shows that show you what's coming out.
Summerfest and all of that that's coming up.
I thought we were maybe gonna get a little something, and we might still get a little something. But I mean, turns out I
actually shored up my fucking Game Pass because I was anticipating both of these games. Right. So I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm glad they pushed it back because look at Halo. Like we came on here at the beginning of the year, we was giving Halo all the flowers, and now all them flowers dead.
You know what? Halo was a good game, but it just ran its
It
course.
doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough content.
It needs new content. They need
the co-op story for everybody to be able to play.
Yes,
that
co-op
like
story for sure.
What Halo has released, and there hasn't been a co-op story. So I think to save this, and they losing time and they losing money right now, but to save Halo, I think they need Forge mode and they need the co-op.
I mean, people are gonna come back to Halo. You know,
they are.
People will.
They definitely are.
There's still people just sitting there waiting for them to release new content.
If I get 7 people right now, we can go play that motherfucker right now.
I'll play right now. What I'm saying, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem playing.
I only play it with my friends.
Yeah, it's done about enough for me to just be like, all right, come out with something new. It's time.
Yeah, and I hate to be like that, but I honestly was like, this might be a fucking Call of Duty killer. Like, dead serious. Halo was fucking fun, man. But for them to like have this out since December and then come back in what is this, May? Come back in May with 2 fucking maps? Man, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all life together.
Hey,
we're
gonna
gonna give them. We're gonna raise the battle pass $5 too.
We're gonna give them a couple skins. We give them a couple maps.
They
better be cool with that.
And some Mountain Dew discounts, and they'll be all right.
Mountain Dew discounts.
I got an idea. Let's give them samurai outfits. That'll hold them. So give them a couple samurai outfits.
Nope. You remember Ghost of Tsushima?
Hey, let's take some of them guns from Destiny.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I'm not mad at them for pushing the game back because we definitely don't need no more cyberpunk shit going on. But I can't be like, I'm not disappointed. And I'm not the Xbox guy like that, but I was looking forward to these 2 fucking games. I can't even lie to you. So hopefully they get it together though.
I've been waiting on one game from Xbox and one game only.
Fable next year.
Keep playing with my.
I ain't heard nothing about no Fable though. Have y'all heard anything?
Keep
pushing it back.
I keep hearing we won't hear anything officially until either the end of the year or next year.
Fuck, you put it on the list for if you were gonna make it way
so what
out.
I don't want them to, and they may have already done it, and I might not know about it because I don't keep up with that shit. Saints Row, the new Saints Row that's coming out. Hopefully that ain't been delayed. That looks good. That does look
actually. I'm not a Saints Row fan like that, and that should look.
I fuck with Saints Row, good. Bro. I've always fucked with Saints Row.
Been motherfucking.
The first two were really good for me. The third one,
that's when you were able to start. No, bro, that's when they jumped the shark, but they jumped the shark in a really good way. They had spaceships and shit, laser beams, bro. That shit was amazing, bro. That was amazing.
It's sad too because like all the shit that GTA used to make fun of fucking Saints Row for, they do it now.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. Yeah. It's dumb. But no, I like Saints Row. I hope this new one is going to be actually really good. Honestly.
It looks good, man.
It does.
It looks good. It looks fun. It looks over the top, with just like Saints Row is supposed to be. Keep it over the top because that's what it is.
It's always been over the top.
Yeah, I mean that's where
the shark.
That's where they've had their success is really being over the top like that. I just think the third one is a little more cheesy than the first 2. That's all,
bro. It gets cheesier than that. You remember Saints Row where they basically took the premise from the Matrix. They were in the ship and the guy was
but that's what I mean. Shit. That's what I mean. Like it's cool to like make parodies of shit, but you full on making.
They had Hulk Hogan in it. They had Hulk Hogan, and no man.
Let me tell you something, brother. Like,
I don't think they've made a bad Saints Row yet. But here's the thing: I never played Gat Out of Hell. Saints Row.
I don't think I played that one either. Yeah, I don't think I played that one
I
either.
haven't played. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure. I mean, just the Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. We all know Gat died. Gat Out of Hell. That just sounds like it's way over the top. And I'm down for that shit. So at some point,
I need to play that too. Actually,
Um,
the Saints Row is decent. I'm not like shitting on it or anything. I'm just saying like I just felt like that third one was like trying to do too much.
Yeah,
that's the
I
point of it, though.
I get that's what they do too.
Point. That was the whole
Like it
point.
just
It's gonna
the
get
first two
it's
was
gonna
kind of
get
tame.
It's gonna get progressively crazier
Worse.
and crazier. And the last one I played, where you were flying, like you were basically Neo from the Matrix, was just fucking crazy, man. You had all these powers and shit. But man, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else, man.
I like how you just threw your hands up like that. Like I ain't got nothing else.
I ain't got nothing else, man. We're done. I've talked too much.
He said I've talked too much.
Won't y'all give y'all social medias? Excelsior social media.
You can reach me on Instagram and Twitter at King Koopa 1982. You can also reach me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Excelsior24.
Nina.
I am on Twitch as Nimsy69. That's twitch.tv/Nimsy69. I am on Twitter and Instagram as Mayo. That's my last. That's that last name right there. Okay. Mayo. _ Nina.
I am also on Twitch from Chicago to the Dummast Podcast. Check us out, YouTube. If y'all already watching YouTube, you know how to find me, but I'll say it anyway. The Dummast Podcast. You can check us out if you want to check out the audio version. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean. We are out.
Peace.
Later.
Yes, sir. Nina with the Star Wars hat and the brown tips.
You gotta make that her. You gotta make that her picture.
I'm as weird as they come.
Oh, yeah. See, now I gotta get a logo with Nina on there.
Oh yeah, no, that's why my
take the picture from her background. Take the picture from her background.
That's why my tips is purple on my logo. Listen.
You didn't like that last logo we did.
No, I didn't. I had problems. I was like, why her chin so motherfucking strong? All these motherfucking masculine ass features. And her titties didn't look like titties. They look like pecs. What the fuck is this? I know I got B cups, but damn. Jesus.
They had you.
She was mad at that picture.
Hey, it looked like she had 2 rump roasts on the front of her chest. I was like, what the fuck is this?
She dropped 2 raisinets.
She had a brisket on the front of her chest.
Bruh, it was like they took both y'all characters and just slimmed it down and put whatever hairstyle they thought was feminine on top. And that wasn't even a feminine ass, it was a fucking mohawk. Like, come on, y'all could have at least gave me some dreads. Get the hell out of here.
I was just like, why they make her look like old boy from Dragon Ball Z and shit?
Oh, bruh.
They made it look like Oob and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?